Welcome to The Explainer. We're breaking down some really tough news coming out of Iowa City, where an early Sunday morning turned to chaos after gunfire erupted right near the University of Iowa campus. So today, we're going to walk through everything we know so far.
All right, so let's get right into what happened. We're talking about the early morning hours of Sunday, April 19th, 2026. And the scene? It's downtown Iowa City. If you know the area, you know that pedestrian mall. It's packed with bars and restaurants, and it's always buzzing, especially with students. It's the heart of the nightlife there.
So here's the top line, and it's a tough one. The police have confirmed that in all the chaos, 5 people were wounded by gunfire.
Okay, so what happened to those 5 people? Well, they were all rushed to the hospital. And the update we got from authorities is that one person, unfortunately, is in critical condition. The other 4, thankfully, were listed as stable.
And this really hits close to home for the campus community because, as it turns out, 3 of those 5 people who were hurt are actually students at the University of Iowa.
So you have to ask, right? How does a regular night out in a college town just spiral into violence like this? Well, let's try to piece together the timeline based on what the police are saying.
It seems like the whole thing kicked off with a big fight downtown. Police were already on their way to deal with that when, bam, everything changed. Officers who were already on the scene actually heard the gunshots ring out. And you can just imagine the panic that set in. People just started running everywhere.
And of course, in this day and age, it was all caught on camera. Social media just lit up with clips from the scene. You can actually see these different fights breaking out just moments before, and then suddenly just a wave of people scattering in fear. It's really chilling stuff to watch. All right, so as things started to calm down, the focus obviously shifted to the people who were hurt. And pretty quickly, we started hearing from officials, both from the university and at the state level. Now, this is a really important detail that came out in a campus-wide alert. The university is saying that right now, there's no reason to believe the students were the intended targets. The thinking is, they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, just tragically caught in the crossfire. And you saw that sense of shock echoed by the university's president, Barbara Wilson. She put out a statement basically saying her thoughts are with the students and their families, just acknowledging how much this has shaken the entire community.
And it wasn't just the university. That same feeling came from the state's highest office. Iowa's governor, Kim Reynolds, called it a senseless act of violence and promised that the state would throw all its resources into helping with the investigation.
Okay, so that brings us to the big question. What's happening with the investigation? Where do things stand in the search for who did this? Well, as of Sunday morning, it's all still very fresh. No arrests have been made yet, but police did take a big step. They've released photos of several people they're calling persons of interest. They're basically putting a call out to the public, asking for help to identify these individuals. So yeah, this story is definitely not over. Not by a long shot. You've got suspects still out there, a community that's been deeply shaken, and a long road ahead to find any kind of justice. It really leaves everyone with one massive urgency.